see, basically, I can see a pattern. Ki you do not have the barriers that
Yeah.
everyone imposes on themselves,
Hmm.
and you're able to break from those and then just pursue whatever you're interested in. How do you deal with that? How do you do that?
I just
Huh?
think of myself as like a actual free bird and just do whatever I like to do. It's not something that okay, I need to do this to give that. I just look at okay, I like this, let's do this. Or, I don't like this, let's give up on it. But I also don't entirely don't like it, so I get back to it in like 2 weeks. So that's kind of something about me. I don't give up on stuff. I just get back to them in another 2 weeks. So that might separate me from quite a lot of people who just okay ये नहीं आ रहा छोड़ दो अभी के लिए becomes into forever and they just don't pick it up again. But I just do it every 2 weeks or so. If I'm bored at okay, let's say I'm bored with color theory, I'll wait for 2 weeks, grab book about something else, read that, and then get back to color theory. That's basically how I do it. So I never get bored of stuff. If I get bored with something, I'll pick up another thing. Then that another thing will get boring. I'll pick up the first thing again. That's how I juggle with things basically.
Okay. Okay. Then there are two questions here. Okay. First
Sure.
one is like even I have experienced this. I've seen myself like even if we both have been like good scorers, more
Hmm.
better than average. I mean, not good scorers, but
Okay.
what I've observed is if you try to do something else that no one has been doing, it took me a while to break free of those barriers and then say कि see first I had this pressure कि मुझे पढ़ाई करनी है but inside from inside I want to do other things also ना you
Hmm.
have so many interests and you cannot
Yeah, yeah.
pursue them if you're in 10th 11th 12th because you don't have the time if you have want to score like 90 plus 95 plus or something like that then you want to study a lot and we are like quick learners but for people who are average उनको एक ही पढ़ाई करने के लिए उनको 4-5 घंटा लग जाता है for the same session that we can finish in 3 hours probably so what happens is they have this pressure on themselves कि they have this parental pressure which they take कि नहीं अपन को पढ़ाई करनी पड़ेगी नहीं हुआ तो कुछ नहीं होगा and this
You
and
really
that
think that
because
I don't have the same pressure?
no, it's like we do.
Yeah.
Even I took my sweet time to from 9 to 12 to 11 to just say कि मेरे को जो करना मैं कर रहा हूँ भाई मेरे को नहीं फर्क पड़ रहा है ऐसा करके and it's not like I'm not entirely studying for the viewers I am but it's like more balanced now or rather whims पे कि when I want to study I'll be studying 5 hours when I don't I'm just not studying ऐसे so
Yeah.
how do you break free from those barriers how do you see yourself as a free bird.
The thing is, to be a free bird, you just need to completely reimagine about how you think of time. Time should not be something about, okay, I have allotted this much time for this thing. No, you should be like, okay, today I woke up, I have 5 hours remaining. I don't want to spend 4 hours on studying because you can't do that. You can't sit straight for 4 hours and study all the time. You're going
Some
to
people
lose.
do.
Yeah, you lose. Yeah, I do too. But you lose 90% of productivity by the second hour, even. So you need to take breaks. In those breaks, people might watch YouTube. I don't. I don't actually like. Yeah, I still do watch YouTube, but not the things that many people do. I just open up tutorials or some other stuff or programming. Yes, I learn programming on YouTube, like quite a lot of other
Obviously,
people.
huh?
So in those 4 hours, I'll actually study for 2 hours and do other stuff for 2 hours. And those 2 hours are extremely productive because guess what? I'm doing something that I like, and the other 2 hours are also extremely productive because guess what? I just woke up from doing something that I actually like. So I'll do something that I don't like, which is studying. So I just keep on doing that and repeat the cycle every single day. And then I can do anything that I want,
Hmm.
just like that.
Two tangents that I think we should be talking about here. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Let's deal with the first one first. Okay. What I've noticed is, the time wala part that you see. When you're trying to reimagine your entire, क्या बोलते हैं, time का frame. What is basically what you're talking about basically is कि what people usually think कि after मैं specifically talking about 10th 11th 12th I haven't been to college but what I know is कि हाँ और 4 साल निकाल लेंगे उसके बाद तो अपना जॉब लग जाएगा then everything is settled and job
Hmm.
you're like I need a high paying job then everything is settled in 10th 11th 12th you're like uh, let me just grind through these years then I'll get into good college then everything is good ऐसा
Yes.
so they have this uh, timeline basically कि 10th में हो तो it's like till February I just have to get done with this, after that I'm a free bird. 11th 12th में you're like these just तीस दूरी है, ये 2 साल रगड़ लिया ना उसके बाद life set है ऐसा करके, we'll just get in a good college and life set है ऐसा करके. The problem with that thinking is no, it's very binding in a way, you know, it's like thinking कि 2 साल है, you're just thinking of the long term goal but you're not able to zoom in because humans get bored doing just the same thing, I think.
Yes,
I mean,
they do.
what Nawal Ravikant, do you know him? Nawal Ravikant?
I don't actually.
Yeah, is a cool guy, basically.
Okay.
He does a lot of things. But what I like, one of his quotes are specialization is for insects.
Hmm.
Basically, he's saying कि, like, you know, moths will be just better at flying than other things, ants will be just better at coordination than other insects,
Yeah.
right? But humans are good at all of these things, and
Hmm.
we should not be binding ourselves to certain goals, certain spheres of life, certain fields. When you talk about a CEO or an entrepreneur, he'll be good at multiple things. He'll sometimes be good at sales, sometimes at management, uh, I don't know, at visions, at handling himself better, at self-management, and you know, all those things. So what the problem is that when you see people just thinking कि अरे 2 साल ही करना है अपन को और 2 साल के बाद तो विल बी ओके, देन
Hmm.
फर्स्टली तो उनका गोल है नहीं कि जेई करना है, दे आर जस्ट दे हैव जस्ट बीन पुट इन दिस रेस, क्योंकि जो लोगों का एक्चुअल गोल रहता है ना, दे स्टडी 8 आवर्स 9 और 10 आवर्स विदाउट अ ब्रेक एंड विदाउट एक्चुअली रिग्रेटिंग, लाइक ऐसा
Yeah.
फीलिंग एग्जॉस्टेड और समथिंग, दे विल जस्ट स्टडी फॉर द सेक ऑफ इट, दे हैव एक्सेप्टेड दैट दे वांट टू डू दिस, बट अदर्स डोंट, एंड स्टिल दे विल बी टेलिंग देमसेल्व्स द फॉल्स स्टोरी कि हमें तो करना है भाई, तो उसके लिए दे विल कीप ऑन ग्राइंडिंग. सो ए, you do not have the wish but you have been put in the race, and B, because you're bored of this shit and you actually like to do other things but you're not able to, you're in a way more depressed. So you know
You could say
that's
that. Yeah.
so I mean, I think that's when people should be a little bit short goal oriented. Like, considering for myself, I've picked up your attitude after we have been out since 2 to 3 days, right?
Yeah.
So, what I did was I just gave up on everything. I'm just reading a lot and coding, and then पढ़ाई भी कर रहा हूँ. I'm studying in different ways. I'm like usually I'll study from a module or something, but now I picked up different websites to study chemistry from or something like that, going deep into stuff basically. So sometimes I think if you're pursuing whatever you want to pursue in your own style and with your own interests, it actually benefits the long-term goal that you had initially set.
Yeah.
It also works in such ways कि मैं पहले जेई के लिए पढ़ता था बस 4 घंटे एंड उसमें से प्रोडक्टिव लाइक यू सेड 2 घंटे होते थे. नाउ आई एम स्टडिंग फॉर जेई लेट्स से 1 hour, बट आई एम इंटरेस्टेड इन इट, आई वांट टू गेट दिस डन, सो आई विल बी studying very like focused on this thing.
Rigorously.
हाँ, rigorously because my scores haven't dropped significantly. मैं फोर्थ आता था, मैं 10th आ रहा हूँ, एंड यू नो कि रैंक्स में लाइक 2-3 मार्क्स का डिफरेंस होता है.
Yeah. Yeah. I know.
Like top three people are like way ahead, and then there's 5 marks ka difference in all of the remaining ऐसा.
Yes.
So
Agree.
yeah, what do you think about this? I think this is a theory that works sometimes in life.
You might have heard about Shakespeare. I think everyone has heard about Shakespeare.
Everyone has heard of Shakespeare.
Yeah. He said something on the lines of a jack of everything, but the king of none, or the ace of none.
No, it
That's
was
a line
like,
given by him.
are you
It's
sure?
not exactly the same. I don't quote it, but it's similar to what I said.
Okay.
Basically, what
It
it
wait,
means
wait, wait.
is,
It's the jack of all trades and a master of none, or master of ऐसे कुछ तो.
yeah, kind of like
Master,
that.
master, master.
Pretty close to like that. Yes. So, what it exactly means is, if you're good at 80 things, but you're not perfect at even a single one of them, you're not really doing it properly. If you're doing 80 things, but you're kind of pretty good at 40 of them, then you're actually doing something that it's actually worth the effort. Like you said in JEE, if someone is doing just JEE for the entire 2 years that they have of
Hmm,
11th and 12th,
hmm,
they are not really indulging themselves into other stuff that is there to offer. For example, if you're just going to study JEE, you will drop on other important things in life. For example, actually meeting with friends, actually having a social life. If you're bad at if you're bad at the other two
Hey yo,
things,
bro, are you encouraging that JEE students to have a social life? What are you talking about, bro?
yes, I am actually, because most of them don't.
Yeah, they should, they should. Everyone should.
I'm not pointing at anyone, but
Mhm.
you should actually have a social life. So if you're just good at one thing but bad at 80 other things, it's not really of any use to be able to just do whatever you want. You should focus equally on all of the other things that you want to do.